Hello! Today I'll be building a coastal house in only 2 hours. The challenge was supposed to be 1 hour, but I built too slow, so that wouldn't work out too well. I don't build well under pressure. Let's just get started. So I've prepared the timer for 1 hour, but before I start that, I want to show you guys. I prepared some plant decals and some carpet decals because it just helps me visualize better, and I feel like it'll just be faster to decorate if I already know what I have. If you guys would like the decal IDs, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'm really nervous. I don't build fast at all, but I prepared some inspiration. I'll show some pictures on the screen of my inspiration. Oh my gosh, I am stressing already and I didn't even press start. Ready, set, go. I want everything to be elevated except the garage. So that's our basic box garage. Now I just want to add stairs that'll lead up to the front door and also a little patio area above the garage. I think these stairs are perfect. This will be the shape of the outdoor patio area. I feel like I'm already making this house too big. Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna place pillars around to kind of represent the stilts that a lot of those beach houses had. I want to go for a similar vibe, but I don't want to copy any of the references. Before I forget, I should create the layout and floor plan of the house so I can get an idea of where to put all the rooms. So now I'm gonna place the basics on the patio, like pillars and railings, so I can see how it looks. For the garage door, I'm just gonna stay simple and use this traditional metal garage door. What I've noticed in all the inspiration pictures that I've looked at, all the walls are usually some sort of wood, sometimes stripy wood, like wood planks, and it's usually either white or gray or blue. So I think I'm gonna go with this vertical wood pattern with it being the color some sort of light blue. Now for the flooring color, not just for this deck, but also for the inside, I want it to be a lighter wood to maintain that coastal beach vibe. I want this house to have more neutral colors, so I think with this wood color, that's a good place to start. Now, of course, I can't forget wall trim. Wall trim just makes everything better. By the door, we'll have this little entryway, and then in this bigger section, we'll have a kitchen and a dining room. And then in the other corner, I think I'll just somehow find some stairs. I think these stairs will fit nicely. I don't think I can make this entire house in an hour. It's been 10 minutes and I barely finished the exterior. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it from 50 minutes to an hour 50 minutes. So this is a 2-hour building challenge. Now I have to plan where the bedroom and the bathroom and how the whole second floor, well I guess third floor will be. For the roof, I'm just gonna do a gable roof because gable roofs just always look good and I think it would work well with this style of house. Then for the patio, I'm just gonna use a slanted roof. I think for the roof texture, I'm just gonna stick with this metal roof texture pattern. I don't know. And then maybe keep it like a light gray to just make the exterior sort of light and simple. I'll just stick with this as my upstairs layout. At the back of the house, I think I'll also add another porch area, like a little balcony, which would hypothetically be viewing over the beach, but I'm not gonna be doing that today. To finish off the balcony, I'm going to be adding these spiral stairs, so this would be your way to walk down to the hypothetical beach. I'm adding some more wall trim around the house. I don't know exactly what this is called, but I'm just going to use some structurals to add a little detail to the roof. I don't know what this is called. It's time to make some custom windows. I'm just going to be using the same windows I used in my last video, and one of you guys actually recognized the window design. The window design I used is from Faulty. It's just a really nice window design that just works with any style, or at least the styles I used to build. Windows have been completed. Now I just spam them all over the house. That's a lot of windows. For the door, I just want it to have a lot of windows because this house I just want to have a lot of natural lighting. So I'm just going to keep this as a simple plain old white door. I might use some structurals to frame it and make it come together. This was definitely an experiment, but I feel like it was a success. I need to choose some sort of wall lighting that I'll just kind of put all over the house to brighten it up. I'm just recreating the front door at the back because I feel like it worked really well. For the most part, I think the exterior is practically done, and I think I can start working on the inside since I only have about an hour, 15 minutes left. Let's start off by adding arches to the entry room to make the first floor feel very open. I'm also adding an archway that connects the bathroom and the bedroom. For the wall color, I think I'm just gonna stick with like a very simple neutral light blue, and I'm just gonna use it throughout the entire house. I definitely want to add a console table in this empty little corner here, and then I can just add some little decorations to really make it feel like a beach house. I also think I'm gonna be adding these dual curtains just on all the windows in the house because it definitely fills up the wall space. I have officially placed curtains on every single window in the house. Now on the other side of the door, I want to add a little coat hanger. It could also be a little towel hanger and maybe some sort of shelf above it with plants or picture frames. As I previously mentioned, I have prepared some custom plant decals, so I'm going to be using some custom plants around the house just to pull it all together. I've noticed that beach houses use the wicker texture a lot, so I think I'm going to use that for pretty much all of my plant pots. First custom plant of the day, and I think it's looking pretty good. I also think this room is in dire need of a custom rug, and I think this one will work just nicely. This is looking pretty good. Now I just need to add the little details and color a few more things in this room, and then it'll be all done and I can move on to the rest of the house. I just realized I've been taking my sweet time on this room, but I only have an hour left to finish the entire rest of the house. I have to finish this up and move on. I can't forget wall trim. I just have to copy and paste this around the house. Now I'm gonna add a ceiling fan for the lighting because it just really does give me summer and beach vibes. In the video, I keep bringing up how like, oh, this gives me summer, beach, coastal vibes. It's just, I don't know any other way to explain my thought process behind my decorations and my building. So that's my bad for repeating myself so many times. Finally finished the entry room. I think I want to work on the kitchen next, and I have a basic idea of what I want to do. And I'm going to show more reference images of just kind of the style I'm going for. Wait, I just realized I planned for a dining room next to the kitchen, but I didn't plan anywhere for a living room. So I think instead I'll put a living room in this corner. So let me actually design that first since I have that fresh on my mind. I think instead of adding a TV stand, I'll do a fireplace because I saw this one really cute image on Pinterest that had a fireplace, and I don't know, it just stood out to me. I don't really know what else to add in the living room yet, so I'm gonna move on to the kitchen. Here are some of the images I used as my reference on how to decorate the kitchen. I'm just gonna stick with some basic counters and cabinets. Then I noticed this trend that a lot of those cabinets and counters are painted baby blue or powder blue in these beach kitchens, so I'm gonna stick with that. This is honestly the most basic kitchen layout ever, and now I just have to color it and add a few appliances and the little bar stool area. I got distracted again, and now I'm working on the living room again. I'm just going back and forth here. I'm in panic mode right now. 45 minutes is not enough to furnish a house. Like I mentioned before, these beach houses have a lot of wicker in them, so I'm gonna make these bar stools wicker, and maybe even the light fixtures wicker. Okay, this is coming together. I'm actually happy with this. I thought I was gonna end up with a shack in an hour, not a pretty decent looking beach house that is only halfway furnished, and I have 40 minutes left. Okay, I should probably stop rambling on and just work. I need to build. I'm gonna keep the color scheme in the living room fairly simple. I'm just gonna have some neutral colors, whites and blues, and I think that should work pretty well. I have no time to make a more complex color scheme. To fill up the space, I added a custom carpet, and now I'm adding another custom plant in the corner. So I got the idea to add this basic shape on the fireplace so I can add this like wood texture to the top, kind of like the image I previously showed, and then I'll put the TV on top. Now I'm putting the TV on top, and I think this is actually looking really good. I feel like the wood helps a lot. It It adds a little more texture because with the plain old white fireplace and blue walls, it just looked kind of bland, but the wood just spiced it up a bit, you know? I chose this one custom plant just specifically to go on this countertop in this space, and you'll see it looks really good. This immediately just filled up the space. It feels less bland and monochromatic in the kitchen just with this green plant. This wall here is too empty, so I'm just gonna add some shelves and just put some books because I don't have time to make it fully detailed. So books it is. I'm just adding the last touches to the living room, aka one remote and one tissue box. Now in the open area where the stairs are, I want to add a chandelier just so it won't be super dark and also to fill up the space. And I like chandeliers, so why not? I don't think there's going to be much space in the bedroom, so I'm going to be adding the desk down here by the stairs, and then I'll add a computer because this is where you do your work. This is a pretty simple workspace. The entry room, the workspace, and the living room are all pretty much done, so now I just need to add the final appliances to the kitchen, and I can move upstairs. I only have 26 minutes left, so I have to be fast so I can fully furnish everything, even if it will feel kind of empty. Okay, thank goodness, the kitchen is done. Now I have to move on upstairs. For the bedroom, we're just gonna start off with the modern hairpin bed, and I'm also probably gonna use the matching bedside table. I think in this awkward little room right next to the bedroom, I'm gonna make that a closet, so I added a door, and then I'm just gonna use one of the pre-made closets to put inside. I don't have too much space on the other side of the room, so I'm just gonna put a dresser and maybe a mirror and some other decoration. And also probably a custom plant, because of course, we need tons of plants in this house. This is a plant-loving household. Before I run out of time, I should quickly place down all the necessities in the bathroom. So in this corner, I'm gonna put a shower, and then next to it, well not next to it, but close by, I'll add the toilet, and then in the other corner, the sink. I'm losing my voice. I've only been talking for 2 hours and my voice is dead. It's gone. Little details like toilet paper and the plunger just make a bathroom feel less empty. I won't have time to decorate it that much, but little details like that just make it better. Now I'm working on the custom plant in the bedroom. I have 20 minutes left. This is very nerve-wracking. I want to make this bed look a lot comfier, because just the basic sheets just looks kind of bland. I want to add pillows and blankets and such. I don't really have any clue what to add in this hall situation, so I think I might just add a mirror on the wall and a custom plant and a carpet, and then that's probably it because I don't have much time to brainstorm. I think that's good enough. In the bedroom, I just added another custom plant, a carpet, and a painting. And now I'm just gonna add the final touches to the bedding, and then I will just add final touches to the entire house. Simple enough. With the time left, I just want to add a few furniture items to the balcony porch situation so it won't feel as empty. Now for the back, I think besides this custom plant, I could add a rocking chair to fill up the space. I think that could work.
Yeah.
Now for the back, I think besides this custom plant, I could add a rocking chair to fill up the space. I think that could work. Okay, time is gonna be up in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm all done. Well, technically I want to add gardening, and I didn't have time, so I'm just gonna add a few bushes so it feels less empty, and then I'm gonna change my decals, and then I'm gonna give you guys a tour. So here is the final product. I'm actually really proud of this. I just added a few plants around so it didn't feel as empty, but that's all I did for gardening because I didn't want to overdo it because that wouldn't be fair to the challenge. But anyways, let me give you guys a tour. Okay, to start off with the house, on the first floor you have a garage, which unfortunately is empty. I didn't have time to add anything. I just made sure I colored the walls and added some lighting, so at least it didn't feel unfinished. And then in here I was gonna add a laundry little storage area, but again, I ran out of time. So now if we go up the stairs, we have the cute little front door and a custom plant, and you turn to the right and there is a little balcony patio situation with a hanging swing bench situation, which you can sit on and enjoy the very empty Bloxburg. Oh, and look, there's me. So if we head through the door, we have a pretty open first floor, and in this room is the entry room. We have a console table, which has some beach necessities such as flip-flops, towels, sunglasses, and we have a little tray of shells. It's a pretty simple front door. Oh, let's not forget the hanging towels and ignore those unfinished decals. And then we have another custom plant. We have a powder blue kitchen. I noticed that a lot of these beach houses have this sort of baby blue, powder blue color. So I wanted to replicate it in a way that would still match the overall aesthetic of the house. It's a pretty empty kitchen because I didn't have time to overdo it with decorations and appliances, but I got some basics down. And over here we have the little bar area. I used a lot of wicker, like for the lighting, I used the wicker pattern, and also for these stools. And I have this little custom plant in this vase, which I feel like just really adds something. It fills up the room. Now if we turn around, we have a simple little living room. We have a fireplace, TV, and a few seating options with, again, another custom plant. It's a really simple room, but it's honestly my favorite room. And then right behind the living room, we have this door that leads to the back. And this would have led to the beach and maybe even a backyard. Okay, we're gonna go back inside. There is a little office desk, a little office section if you need to do some work. We have a computer. Now we have the stairs, and if we head up the stairs, we just have this little hallway with 2 doors. So if we head in this door, we have our bedroom with a nice simple bed, a dresser, and then if we turn over here, we have a door that leads to a closet. It's a pretty small closet, so I can't really show it off too much. It's, again, a pretty simple small room. And then through here, we have a very empty looking bathroom. I didn't have time to put down a carpet, but I would have if I had time. It's pretty cute though. It has all you need. It has a toilet, has a shower, and it has the sinks. And that is pretty much the house. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out in 2 hours. And maybe one day in the future, I'll renovate this entire house so that I can add more detail and such without a time limit. That would be pretty cool. So let me know if you'd like to see that sometime in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and make sure to let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for what I should build in Bloxburg next. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.